Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. This is our website, all right? This is HZadeducation.com. I want to lead you to our vocab list. And by the way, on this website, you can find lots of courses, lots of different things. But let's just get started. We have to head on over to our blog. Now, in our blog, you can sign up for a free mock test, by the way, for IELTS, CELPIP, TOEFL, whatever test you are doing. And that's just a free offer for you. Today's lesson is going to be about vocabulary for CELPIP. We got about 400 words for you to learn. Okay, but before that, a lot of you are usually looking for content, and our blog is full of great content for all your learning needs. You can type in here things like speaking templates, CELPIP, writing templates, and you'll get the whole thing. Okay, so for today, I'm going to bring you to this word list. It is 400 words to easily plug and play in all CELPIP speaking writing questions to score 999. Okay, if you want to search this, it's one of the newer posts on our blog, and that's the title, and this is the picture, just some lady I found on the database, and then this is the title. Okay, let me explain what I mean by this. Do you need to learn 400 words? You should learn 4,000 words if I could ask you to learn more. Because in the exam, the more fancy words you use, the better it is, okay? Depending on your timeline, you should memorize as much as you can. The best number per day to memorize is 15 to 20 words per day, okay? That's where people don't forget, because if you learn 100 words today, the likelihood is you're going to forget a lot tomorrow. So if you have that much time, and before your exam, like you have 2 to 3 months, you can easily finish this. If you have 2 weeks, just learn as many as you can. At least 100 should be your target if I have to give you guys a target, okay? But assuming you have lots of time in the world, we'll go ahead with this list. And if you're already in the intermediate level, you would know a lot of these words. If you're in the beginner level, you will not know any of these. And if you're in the advanced level, probably you would know majority of these. So you wouldn't always have to learn 400 words based on what your level is, okay? But a really good target is 15 to 20 words per day. If your exam is close though, rush it, learn as many as you can. Okay, by the way, our course, our CELPIP $49 course, which again you can find in the link, used to be 400 words, now it's 800 words. So it's a lot of content there. It's upgraded again. We keep on adding more new content there. So this one is the free list, and you can check it out again on our blog. Now, we'll go over some words that I don't see in writing or speaking, and I'll just explain those, not all 400. You can read this in your free time. And I'll tell you how to use those words here and why they're important. So I don't ever see the word blurry being used. Now, blurry is unclear, and it's usually for images. Like I cannot see the vision is very blurry when I'm driving in the rain. Okay. Now, people will not use this for other things, but you should. It just means unclear. It's not only for vision. It could be used, for example, for your plans for the future are blurry. Okay. Use it in a variety of ways, and that should help. Now, this word like cozy, very common, so I think you should know this if you're in the intermediate level. If not, then you are a beginner. Okay, rigorous is detailed or thorough. So there's a lot of usage of this. When, for example, in task 1, you're in the letter or email, you're complaining to someone about their service, you can say, maybe you were not rigorous enough when you were hiring employees because they provide bad customer service. Okay, you can also use rigorously, maybe in task 2, in any topic. Let's say they're building a park or a cafe, and you can say if you build a park, you can have people rigorously having evening jogs helping their health. Always think of ways how you can use this in CELPIP writing and speaking. Let's see if we have some good one again. All of them are really great ones. I'm trying to find ones that you can use and how you can use them, and that will wow the examiner because a lot of people don't use them. So envy is a good synonym of jealousy. You should use that, but I think people mostly do know that. Like affection is a very common one. You should know that too. Now, the word slogan, it is, I would say, again, it's the intermediate level word, but people don't use it ever in writing or speaking, but you can as an expression. For example, let's say you're talking about the 2 options in task 2. You can either spend the extra money hiring cleaners for your office, or you can spend the extra money investing in the marketing efforts of your office. You choose cleaning, for example. You're explaining the benefits of cleaning. You can also say cleaning is almost a slogan that expresses the company's value towards hygiene. So I'm not using it like my slogan of the company is this, because that's how it's mainly used. I'm using it as an expression. My hard work is almost a slogan of me trying to show how I am, how dedicated I am. So you can use the slogan word as a phrase to express an idea. You don't have to use the literal meaning all the time. Okay. Valuable, you would use, so again, think of these things like valuable, yeah, it's a good word, and you should know this. But in the exam, I see important. I don't see valuable. I don't see crucial, significant. So use good replacements. Uh, and again, something like harvest, you will not talk about crops in the exam, right? Like harvest is to take out crops when they're fully grown, but you mostly would not talk about this. But what if you are talking in a letter to your boss in task one in CELPIP, and you say that with this measure, we can harvest the best abilities from our employees, the best talent from our employees, using it as an expression. So CELPIP is a game of literally trying to force fancy words to get your range of vocabulary mark in. So if we can use advanced words to use as expressions, it not only makes it, you see there's an active and passive voice, and then there's the complex sentences, and we have a lesson on that too. But it not only gives you the chance to do fancy vocab, it gives you another layer. So you have active, passive, you have complex sentences, you have the one with connectors, and now you have one which is being used as an expression. So you're using different ways to convey your sentences, and that is exactly what the range of vocabulary mark is for. Okay, shallow, yeah, no. Decay, again, you can use that as an expression. In task two, our funds or our growth will almost be in a state of decay if we go with this option. So it could be used for anything that is negative. It doesn't just mean like decaying dead body. It can mean anything, any expression as well. Aftermath is a good connector if you are using, for example, a sequence of things. This happened, and in the aftermath, this happened. So a lot of times we say consequently, right? You can use aftermath instead. It's more fancy, more unique, definitely towards the advanced area. Plethora, I like to use this a lot, and you will find a lot of cases where you can use it because it just means a lot of, or many, or majority. So instead of saying a lot of things, you can say a plethora of things. All right. What else? Let's see. Let's make it to at least 15. Agitate, very common. Again, you will find the usage of that in a lot of places. You could say something is alarming. You can say something is agitating, or something annoyed me. Something agitated me. It simply means disturbed, and there are lots of uses of that, so that's a good one to use as well. Scaffolding is more like physical. It's a very good word for fancier vocab, but it's more on a physical outer structure. Supplant, you can use this in so many cases, like replace. We use that word so many times. You can use supplant there. You can also use aura in, you're going to be talking about people in task one or task two, and we're just talking about writing here. You can talk about these words in speaking too, of course. You can talk about how, in task one, for example, you're giving advice to your friend. You can talk about how his aura makes you feel like he needs help or she needs help. And that's why I have a few suggestions for you. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, HZad Education's templates. We work on that. Focal could be a great adjective for a lot of things. Again, for example, in your picture question, task 4 and 3, both, you can talk about the focal point of this picture is. So examiners never hear this. I know this because students, whatever they say in classes or in practice or doing feedback is what exactly they do in the exam, and I never hear these words, focal. So again, using these words, it makes you fancy, unique, and gives you marks. That's what we're here for. Estray is a good one too. Aggregate, yeah, very good word to use instead of total. It's not a concluding word, so don't say like in total. That's not going to work. In aggregate, no. But you could use it, for example, an aggregate of all these things equals, or results in. So it's like a total of all these things results in. Okay, so these are some good words. Of course, we can keep going on and on and on, but the definitions are here pretty straightforward. You have the words, you have the definitions. If you don't understand them, you can always Google them to find some sentence examples. I didn't want to put too much here because I know people would probably not make over 200. People get lazy. So I do have a few interesting pointers in between to keep you guys interested. But make sure to have a sequence, 15 to 20 words per day should help. And keep going back to, it's not just moving forward, going back and revising, because it's very easy to forget these things. And hopefully you start using them in your writing and speaking, just like how I am using it right now. When you're making sentences, think like I am thinking, make a sentence and think how you could use it in CELPIP, because that's exactly ultimately what we want to try to do. And if not, these words will help you in speaking, communication, in general life, and in future it'll build your English. So do go ahead, check out our blog. You can subscribe there as well. And there's lots of great content on our website, our classes, our course content. Check that out. In the description, you'll find a bunch of links too. And if you need any help, comment. If you like this video, subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Take care.